How's it going, gamer? You got hands here, and today in Dauntless we're going over a catalyst build for Thrax Axe. This is a really dope build, and what you see me doing here is how you want to utilize the build. You want to throw your axe, take your tonics, pick up your axe, and then go fight the behemoth. While you're in the middle of a fight, if you happen to not be able to pick up your axe, that's a perfect time to recharge your tonics. But otherwise, you will take out the behemoth way before the tonics even end, most likely. As you can see here, I am throwing down on Izaga for some big damage numbers, and I almost perma-stun lock him, which I'm pretty sure I could have if I would have switched up around his body and broke more parts, but I was just going ham and getting real greedy with the damage. Not to mention I kept freaking out like he was just about to hit me. So remember, for this build, you want to remember to save your insta-tab when you're throwing your axe. That maximizes the damage and it really synergizes well. And man, it's perfect for staggering and knocking down the behemoth. Later in the video, I go over different variations that you can do for this build. For example, if you don't have Catalyst or you don't have or like Berserker. So stay tuned for all of that because this is a really diverse build and you can really switch it up to your liking. And as always, gamers, if you appreciate this video and you like it and you want to see more, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, click on that bell for notifications, and it would be really cool if you could share my link with your friends and let them know what I got going on here. So you know what's coming. Turn on your system, grab your axe, and let's get ready. We're about to get in this video right now, y'all. What is up, gamers? I finally got my catalyst cells, so I'm going to be making a bunch of builds for them. This one, of course, is for the axe, and I'm really loving it. I've seen a few other builds out there for this, but I really like this one. Yeah, it's low life, but it is really good damage, and I really enjoy it. So let's hop into this. So first you're going to want to do is get the Mind Splitter. And what we're going to put in there is Overpower Cell and a Berserker Cell. I've had a lot of people say, hey, Berserker doesn't really work great with axes because they attack so slow. But that is not the case for this build. It attacks so fast that Berserker stacks to 10 very easily. And it is really dope. And remember, if you can't handle Berserker, you can go ahead and switch it out for something else that you can. Or maybe Evasive Fury, even something, I don't know, more to your liking. For the special, I'm using Grim Onslaught. It's really nice. And you hurl your axe forward and does some really great damage. So remember to save your insta-tap for Thrax Eye when you throw your axe. And remember, I know I probably mentioned this before, throw your axe before a behemoth fight. Before you walk up to your behemoth, take your tonics, pick up your axe, and then go to the fight. And that is how you run the catalyst build more easily. So while you're in the fight, you can do the same effect as well. And for the mod, we're using Rail Splitter's Canteen because that synergizes very good with Catalyst, and that boosts it for some really significant percentage numbers. The bond is Stalker's Mercy. That's Rift Stalker's Axe, and it is really dope because it has Wild Frenzy on it, and it has those Shadow Orbs that stack and do some really good damage if you can maintain doing damage. So it is really awesome. So for the headpiece, we have Shroud's Head, and that has a Rage, and we're going to put an Overpower in that. Guy's chest piece, that has a Predator, and we're going to put a Catalyst cell. If you don't have Catalyst and you still want to make this build, put in Conduit. It would be really awesome. And then next for the hands is Malkarion's Grasp. That has a Predator, and we're going to put a Wild Frenzy cell. And for the legs, that's Charg's Legs. That has a Rage, and we're going to put a Discipline cell. The Lantern, I really suggest Thrax Eye for some really nice damage because that 30% insta-tap is really dope, especially when you throw your axe. So wait for that charge up, hit that tap, and then throw your axe for some maximum nice damage. And of course, we're going to put a Catalyst cell in there to maximize Catalyst. For the tonics, I suggest Frenzy Tonic, Assault Tonic, Blitz Tonic. Those are really dope. As you can see, I was attacking real fast, throwing down some great damage, and it's a really awesome build. So all in all, what we got going on is Catalyst at +6. That's a 60% tonic effectiveness and duration. What? That is so dope. Next is Overpower, and the reason I chose Overpower instead of maxing out Berserker is because it knocks it up to 60% damage when they're staggered, and they will definitely be staggered. Next is Predator. That's 35% damage if you can maintain not getting hit. And then Rage is 25% damage all the time because we're rocking Discipline. And then Wild Frenzy is 20% increased attack speed all the time because we're rocking Discipline. You gotta love Discipline. And Berserker, that's a 20% damage if you can maintain dealing damage. And yeah, it knocks our health down a little bit, but that's all good, you know, just take a little practice and dodge. You can switch out that Overpower and knock Berserker to +6 for like a speed damage build, which is pretty dope. But remember, they're going to be staggered a lot, so Overpower at +6 gives more damage. And the Discipline is why we're rocking this, because we can have a half health build, and it also gives us 7.5% increased critical strike chance. So I hope you're able to make this build and rock it, because this is awesome. And like I said, you can switch a few things around, and if you don't have Catalyst, use something like Conduit or maybe even Zeal, but Conduit would probably be better. And have fun, guys.